Hello and welcome to my little channel. Today is August the 7th, 2020, and today's topic is Austin looks to cut more from the police. That's right, our city council really hates cops, and hopefully this November we can at least get 5 pro-cop people on the city council. Hopefully, 5 city council seats are up for election. Hopefully we can fill them up with pro-police candidates, hopefully. If we even get 2 or 3, I'll be happy. Or I'll even settle with 1. But with that being said, hopefully we could do a full sweep. I'm still looking for information on who's running, so I could kind of do a mini deep dive on them. But with that being said, I want to get with the first story. Austin Bicycle Shop cancels contract with police department. So it's a 3-year contract that this company signed up for. I believe it was for $314,000. Yeah, $314,000 contract with the city of Austin. And it was for 3 years, and they decided to end it within a year or right after a year due to their handling of the protests. Heard on the radio is how they were using the bikes as a barrier to help keep the protests peaceful and keep them protesters and not anything else. From a libertarian freedom stance, I support the owner's decision, mainly because it's a private company and they reserve the right to refuse service to anybody for whatever reason. And that's just a personal belief I have. I may not agree with their decision, but I respect their decision to go forward with this. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, that's how I kind of feel about it. Kind of wish they wouldn't have, but I understand. It's not really up to me. But more importantly, the city of Austin City Council member of District 7, Leslie Poole, wants to cut the bomb squad, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how many bomb calls we get, but I do know 2 years ago we did have that mad bomber. Fortunately, tragically, a couple of people did lose their life, and a lot of people remained. So we have Dennis Ferris, who sits on the board of Austin Police Retired Officer Association, calls her proposal incredibly irresponsible. And this is what he had to say. I think their memory is really short about something that happened a little over 2 years ago. The city was terrorized for 19 days by a guy that was putting package bombs on people's porches, mailing them to them, leaving them on the side of the road, things like that. Well, who do you think goes and defuse those things? It's the bomb squad, Ferris says. Yeah, I think we definitely need a bomb squad. Just for this particular case, what would we have done if we didn't have a bomb squad? But yeah, they're pretty much going to war against our cops, and they have no support from the city. I think their saving grace is I think Travis County is looking to help them out, maybe transfer, I guess, ownership of Austin Police Department to the Travis County. I think I heard something about that. Don't quote me. I think I just heard a rumor of that. But it gets worse. Oh, it gets worse. The city of Austin wants to also eliminate patrols from mounted horses. Now, I don't know how you feel about mounted horses other than they're horses and people mount on them. Same guy that sits on the board had this to say. So when officers go in to make arrests or they go break up fights, we bring in the horses to provide a barrier around them so they could do whatever they need to without worrying about people in the crowd coming up behind them to do any harmful things to them, says Sergeant Julian Payne, with the mounted police patrol. So yeah, it's a different one. I thought it was the same one. Let's see here. Payne also says, one well-trained officer on a well-trained horse is equal to 10 officers on foot in a crowd control situation. And we could do that in such a escalating way. So we could go in and move a crowd because they could see us when we're 8 feet high in the air, Payne says. Council member Jimmy Flanagan of District 6, one of the 3 council members included in either eliminating or restructuring the mounted unit in their budget proposal, says he isn't sure it's worth the cost. The video on the experience that I'm hearing from the public, it doesn't seem to be particularly valuable or useful tool, and it seems to incite more confrontation than it prevents, Flanagan says. I want to see his citations. I want to see his source. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is back to Dennis Ferris. So if you look at Saturday night when the protesters were blocking the crosswalk there at 3rd and Congress, the horses moved in and they scattered. Not a single use of force, said Dennis Ferris, a retired yada, you know who he is. With the use of less lethal ammunition being like beanbag rounds and tear gas now banned in crowd control situations, ATP has to turn into the mounted unit to help clear roads like Congress Avenue when its crowds block the traffic there. So yeah, they're getting creative with the resources they have because they're taking away the tools out of their tool belts. It's either using this or start using live ammo. Nobody wants to use live ammo. Especially the optics of it would be terrible. But yeah, that's what's happening with the Austin City Council. So I think it was my last video where I mentioned 5 seats are up for election this year. So we need to find people to fill them that are pro-cop, that will support the blue, the blue thin line, because our law enforcement needs support badly. Hopefully you found this video somewhat entertaining or informational, and please smash the like and subscribe button and leave a comment down below on how you feel about these, and have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.